It's a bizarre story, but one that could have turned out much worse were it not for the crew. The suicide vest may have been a fake, but the crew took the threat very seriously.
The most important issue for us was to secure the cockpit. It's a red line to us so that the hijacker will not approach. The second was to guarantee that the passengers will not panic. And finally, we must have considered the bomb as a real threat. We can't take risks in our evaluation to this crisis.
Saifeddin Mustafa has been called a disturbed man. Recently divorced, he pretended to be a suicide bomber. The crew didn't know that at the time. According to their training, they have several options: subdue the bomber or negotiate.
We tried to elongate the negotiations to the longest possible way. We are confident and have trained on that before. So we know that the long period of negotiations would put the hijacker under stress mentally, psychologically and physically.
When the hijacker started to get tired, I knew we had him. For 7 continuous hours, he was talking and negotiating while standing in galley at the back of the plane. He then wanted to sit down. That's when I knew it was over. I told myself, we are now safe.
And in the end, Mustafa released all the passengers and gave himself up. The story had many people talking for days now. It may have turned out all right in the end, but some are concerned that the incident could once again negatively affect Egypt's already floundering tourism industry, particularly after the bomb that crashed the Russian plane in Egypt last year.
During this hijack, I had many concerns. The passengers' safety, the plans, but mostly I was concerned about Egypt. What will the headlines say? We are already burdened by many problems from previous incidents.
When the hijacking began, at first it seemed as another breach in Egyptian airport security. But as soon as it ended, it turned out to be a proof of the high security awareness for the crew of EgyptAir and the developed screening process in Egyptian airports. Adel, Mahrouky, CCTV, Cairo.